Jessica are on the plane headed toward our mission trip. She has the window seat. What's so funny? Flying into Dallas, about to land. Here we are on the second plane. This is our connector flight to Harlingen, where Jack will pick us up. And we ran from our first flight to this one from B16 to B2 or something like that. Jessica says we really didn't have to run, but I was just panicked. All right, so Jack's daily driver, we just jumped right into it on the ground running. We're replacing a window regulator in the side of this thing. He has some old vehicles, but he daily drives them. This is his vehicles. He don't have new trucks. All right, so this is our little place to stay for the week. You know, bunk bed in here, couch, and then here's a bathroom with a shower, and yeah, it'll work. All right, so this is the retreat area, they call it, where they have the local pastors from Matamoros. They can come over here and have a little time of vacation or time of retreat, and then they do some classes with them and things like that. They just teach them to be leaders, not only in the church but in their families, and spend some quality time with their wives and their children, because a lot of times the church just consumes every bit of the time that they have, or they allow the church to consume that time, and they like to teach them how to invest time into their relationship with their wives. So this is kind of what that's about, and I think they do some things with children around here too, but this is what we'll be doing this week, is just getting this place in order, because they have the retreats in November, or they have one in November, and so you got some things like some broken fences here, all these little homes, and some of them they call pods. They are kind of dirty right now because they've been sitting with no one in them, and it's real buggy down here and lizardy. And those insects and animals tend to get into the homes, so you got to keep up on the cleaning of them. Jack and Avadine are hooking up their little lowboy trailer here. They're going to use that trailer to go pick up the books that Brook Church, North Carolina sent. We paid for the shipping of several thousand pamphlets and gospel material, so that's what's going on now. They're going to drive over to where they've been delivered and hook those up. So this is the ministry van. This is 95, and here's my helper for today. She's been asked to sing on Sunday at their church, so, and I've been asked to preach, so we have to be on our A game, I guess. All right, let's see. So this vehicle, the parking brake, see, it's all floppy. The cable is broken on it. He's got a bungee holding it up. So that's just what we're doing. A lot of times on your missions trips, especially your working missions trip, it's not all going out and witnessing to people and preaching and things like that. Sometimes you just got to get down and dirty and get with the business of the fixing their stuff for them so they can do the work. See, they're down here doing the work. They have the connections to the locals and everything. We're just here to help them do the work, or help them get their stuff fixed so they can do the work, you see. There they go to pick up the books. I think he said it was about 60 miles that they had to go drive to pick them up. And we'll just stay here and work and keep fixing stuff. Boy, they got ants everywhere down here. I mean, everywhere. I've got to crawl up under this van. I thought I'd lay this plywood down so I wouldn't be laying in the ants, but now they're all over that wood, so I guess I'm just laying with ants. But I've got to go under, I got to reattach this to the parking brake cables that are in the rear of the van, and this is the new cable that has to go on. It attaches here, but then goes through the floor. So we're going to do that, and Jessica's over there doing some headlight repairs on this old truck. And hopefully today we'll get some of this truck work done and move on to some other things. Of course, we've got another team coming down Monday, as you all know, and I was instructed to save some work for them, so we don't want to do everything.
These books on the bottom layer of this are Gospel of Born of God little booklets that come out of North Carolina that are printed up there and used for discipleship of Christians. And then the top layer are coloring books that we're going to use at Christmas time, and they're in Spanish, and they give the plan of salvation. There's about 10,000 of these, and we will go through probably 25,000 between now and Christmas if we can get them yet. This little trailer here is a very special trailer. That is literature for the Spanish work, and every month we go through, and safely I can say between 45 and 65,000 pieces of literature from this trailer every month.
Every month.
Pastors come, everybody has a key to the place. The thing is unlocked, they get what they need and go. Mm-hmm. And we just keep it.
All right, well, thanks. And Brook Church, you were just a little part of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Passing out all the literature so that people can come to know Christ and hopefully come to know Him at a very young age.
Yes.
Start serving Him early. Well, here we are the morning of day 3. Clear skies already, you can tell. Not real hot. The mornings here are just perfect, really. The temperature is not too cold, not too cool even, just comfortable. But I'll tell you, these days, midday and on, oh, it gets hot and humid here, and it's buggy, little gnats in your face and all that stuff. But still, the Lord is good. We're gonna drive into town today, just Jessica and I, to get a few groceries and get something to eat. We didn't eat much yesterday. We just had the Mexican breakfast, and then for lunch, late lunch, supper really, 6 o'clock, we had bananas. So we're probably, not probably, we are kind of hungry. All right, so we're riding into town in this old 60 whatever truck it is. I think it's about a 63 or so. What is this road we're riding down? I have no idea. We got it pulled up on our app, and we're headed to get some groceries and to the hardware store to get a couple pieces for the projects around the farm over there. And what else is, oh yeah, some hand truck wheels and tires, some things like that. Okay, this is the entrance gate to the property here, and there is a cover here for the electric opener. You see, he's got a chain drive that opens this thing, and he's wanting to put a switch on it. Because apparently when the retreat happens, he likes to leave the gate open. So what happens is, apparently, I'll keep saying apparently, this 20 amp fuse here, it's a 12 volt system, but this 20 amp fuse disables the gate to where it will open and close properly. And I've rigged up this little harness here with a fuse and a switch, so all we'll have to do is come and flip that switch to disengage it. And it appears that I have put the wrong ends on there. I put female instead of male, so I'm gonna have to go back and change that to get it plugged into those. Then we'll just drill a hole in that cover and bolt that switch in there, and he'll be able to disengage just by the flip of a switch. All right, so, and then this other gate over here, doggone, I don't want to walk over there. That gate, we did some repair on it. It's not automatic, but it's just got a handle on it with a couple locking mechanisms that were all bent up, so I got those straight. And just doing some, we got 3 of the cars right, so, or 3 of the vehicles, so I'm moving on to property problems, which for the second team that's coming down, they're not to worry, because there's going to be plenty to do. One thing I'm having a little trouble with this week is just understanding how in the world they got that tire around that tree. I don't get it. Right, this is Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I guess this is going on the 4th day. We've made us some turkey bacon and some blueberry pancakes. And I've already gone up to the house and did a couple of diagnoses, and we're gonna go into town and get some parts, but we're gonna eat first. Jessica is washing the top of the ministry van down. She's gonna attempt to do a wax job on it, and they try to take care of that because the Texas sun just beats them up, and then the salt air around here from the coast gets in these gutters, and it eat the eat the gutters up. So she's squirting me right now, haha. So she's gonna see what she can do with it. We got some McGuire's wax just to kind of put on it and help preserve it. But that's a lot of top. That's a big van, 15 passenger, big roof. We may have to, if it's too hot up there, we may have to wait until the morning to do it, early morning. We'll see. We see what happens. Seems like all we do around here is just fix stuff. Oh, that's because we're on a missions trip. So this trailer here, actually, Jack said somebody crashed with it and flipped the whole trailer upside down. So they got it beat back out and got the fenders back manageable, and it's like somebody's recently put a new floor in it. But I have to wire this winch because apparently the wires got ripped out of the winch. Nope, not the winch. The trailer jack, electric jack. That's what I got to do. Is get this wired, electric jack. The second load of books to come in this week that we've seen, and that's 75 boxes, so that's 31,500 of
booklets called Book of Romans, John and Romans for evangelism.
So the book of John and Romans
and there's 2 boxes, that's 20,000 tracts. We wouldn't have any more.
20,000 tracts. And 31,500 of John and Romans. And a toilet. And I assume we're going to put those in that trailer. Yes. This is where we need our second group. Where are you guys at? You gonna get this done today, Jessica?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stay here in the shade. No, I'm just kidding. I'm helping her. We're gonna get all that pallet in here. And he was just telling me he didn't want anything bigger than this because he didn't want to keep anything long. He wants the Bibles to go in and out, in and out. All right, here's a little closer look at the retreat center that you haven't seen yet. There's a sidewalk that comes all the way from the main house down here, and it's just like a little village that they've built. This is what needs to be cleaned. These homes, all these little homes. This is where the pastors will stay on their retreats. And here's a tree that has grown right over the walkway. That's convenient. Step over that. Jack, in true Jack style, has all kind of antique things sitting about. But every one of these has a different, it's kind of a different theme. In here, it's probably a shower house or something. I wouldn't even. No, it's got a grill in it. Places to sit and ponder. There's a fountain. Probably be working on that and trying to get that going. We're over here to check out this strawberry house. There's a water leak. This is the strawberry house. It's just a trailer, cargo trailer. We're gonna go in it, I guess, but big thing around here too is to look for snakes. There's supposed to be a water leak back here that we have to deal with. And apparently, let's see, turn these water valves on. Oh yeah, it's spraying out right there. See that? I turn the water on, something under the house is spraying right there. What is it? What could it be? Okay, Jessica. Jessica. Oh, Jessica, come turn this valve on for me. I need to, there's something leaking here. I know, turn the blue valve on. Don't step on the lines. The blue valve, turn it. So I can see, that's probably that elbow is cracked, yeah. Okay, we got a PEX elbow, 1/2 inch. We'll pick an elbow up when we're in town and cut that out of there and put a new elbow in it. Did you walk in this house, Jessica? All right, we're going into the strawberry house. Oh, sorry. No, just kidding. Nobody in here. So, this little shack, it's got a bed in it for obvious reasons, and a mini split. So, this little room would get nice and cool. And I've got a bathroom in here with a sink and a toilet and a shower and a closet here. And again, this is for the pastors and their wives to have some private time and stuff like that. One cabin that we built in Mexico, I remember we actually called it the Love Shack because that's what was going to go on. Anyway, see, you got some lizard poop and stuff like that that get in. So that's the kind of stuff we'll be cleaning. Okay, so we'll walk in this. I believe this place is probably the chapel because it's got a church painted on it. Let's walk in there and see what's going on. Oh, excuse me. No, just kidding. Yeah, little chapel. A little classroom setting here. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. John 14:6. TV in here, a little air conditioned unit. Is that a base? It's coming apart. And then a little shower and a toilet and a sink. Yeah, these little buildings are outfitted. Couples that pray together, stay together. For me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24:15. This is number 3. Some of them's locked. I don't have the keys. There's some red ants right there, Jessica. I would avoid those. Let's see if this one's unlocked. Most of them are. Well, this one's unlocked. Hey, this one's nice. This one's actually pretty clean. Same thing, little bed, window unit. This one's got a little fridge, closet, bathroom area, tub, toilet, or not tub, shower, sink. Nice. All right, this one, I don't have a name for this one, but it's weighted. Go ahead and open it, Jessica. That's a door closer system that somebody designed.
I don't think this is a house.
No, it's not, but we need some of these around the Brook Church. Some door closers that actually work.
Kitchen.
Yep. Yeah, I guess this is the cafeteria probably. Or the kitchen, whatever. Yeah. Fridge, a couple fridges. There's where the good stove is, Jessica, if we'd have known. Look at this big wagon wheel light.
And they got all kinds of pots and pans.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got back here. There should be lights. There's some lights. There's some tables in here for eating. Well, they got some bunks back here. This must be the servants' quarters. Bathroom. No shower, just a... Oh, look on the wall right there.
What is it?
The lizard.
Ugh, no.
Well, this is day 5. Yeah, day 5. I'm losing track of the days. Probably need to shave. This is a Saturday. There's not been much to report today. It's the same old thing. I've got, well, let's see. Starting out, Avadine fed us. We had breakfast here on the farm with Jack and Avadine. We had eggs and sausage, and then I made blueberry pancakes. And then for lunch, we had chicken pot pie and a salad. I'm getting ready to pull the battery out of this dump trailer, something they use pretty often. Having this big place and just maintaining it, it's nice to have this. So the battery needs to be charged. I'm getting ready to pull it out. You gotta watch where you stick your hands around here. I had lifted this lid, and the first thing, there was a lizard on top of this battery. So yeah, you just got to be mindful of opening things around here. I opened a cabinet yesterday, a tool cabinet, and a big rat jumped out at me. See, there's that little lizard. And now I've dropped my wrench down in the hole there. Oh boy, they're not going to hurt you, they just scare you. Oh, Daisy. These things are heavy. One of the next things on the list is to replace this window unit. Somebody just really did a jam up job. This is on the back of their trailer, their little camper. And it's running and everything, but it's not cool. And I think he said they accidentally ran a screw. Yeah, they did. You can see this corner, they ran a screw through the evaporator core when they mounted it. What? Uh-oh. Drop my screw. While I'm doing this air conditioning unit, Jessica has gone with Jack and Avadine into town to, well, they're going to print some things, and then they're going by church to let Jessica practice her song for tomorrow. So that's where they're at. So I don't have her with me to help me right now. She's been a big help this week. I'm really excited for the next group to get here. But kind of looking forward to tomorrow, just a break. A half a day break. Jack said, well, we're still going to work, but we'll go to church. They don't have evening service here. They just have morning. So we'll go make the best out of it. I guess the next thing we're going to do is pull this old bicycle down and restore it, get it working again, and that's how we're coming back home on that. Jessica, you with me? No? Oh well. I guess it'll just have to hang there.
was blind, but now I see. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace.
All right, this is Sunday evening, and I am back to work. We had a good day at church. Jessica knocked it out of the park as far as I'm concerned. Really blew us away with her songs, and I got up there and spoke after she sung. We didn't record that, but it's like, I told her next time she's going to sing after I preach, because she is a tough act to follow. Of course, we're just kidding, but we were just privileged to be a part of that service this morning and bless those people in the way that the Lord has gifted us to do. But right now, I'm back on the air conditioned job. Well, we got our AC unit installed. Jessica's caulking it. Tell you what, she's working girl. She'll outwork any of you fellas. Guarantee it. To the work, we are servants of God. Okay, so we're up on Jack's roof, and he has a water leak. And we found that one. He's got a hole in his ceiling from that water leak right over the window down there. So, but then he's got another. I'm gonna walk up here, Jack. There's another leak. Was careful to step on the screws. There's another leak. Where was it? About that area. Where the ceiling's real goofy.
A little bit further.
Oh, yeah, here's another hole right there.
Yeah.
It's probably getting on there and running down that rafter.
Yeah, 'cause that's about.
Yep. Right there. That's really all it takes, is you just goop some sealer on it. Goop some sealer. And you're done. Don't have to be anything fancy. Okay, so on this day 7, we've already been working all morning. We went into town as well for some parts and to upload a video, but this is what we've been reduced to, is Folgers Classic Roast Instant Coffee Crystals. They can be brewed either hot or cold. So I did have me a hot cup this morning, and now I'm having me a cold coffee. It's not too bad. This is the trailer that Jack's using to pick up all the books, and it gets a lot of back and forth. So what I'm gonna do today is repack the wheel bearings. He don't remember the last time that was done, and you really have to stay up on that and keep up on that kind of stuff. And there's a story behind this trailer. This is the same trailer we used when we were coming down and going into Mexico back in 05, 06, 07, those years, we were coming down and we were using it to go into Mexico. And what we would do is we would build trailer sides, wood trailer sides on it, and with 2x4 lumber. And you see these standards here, there would be a 2x4 coming out of that, each one of those standards, and we'd build a 2x4 cage around it. And what we would do is once we got the trailer into Mexico, into Campamento La Noria, we would disassemble the trailer and use that lumber to build cabins, because technically you're not supposed to take building material into Mexico. They want you to buy the material in Mexico, but the material in Mexico was so low standard and low quality that you couldn't even use it. So that's what we were doing. Yeah, we were building it, the sides. We'd build them up about 4 or 6 foot high all the way around, and that was the lumber that we used to build the cabins. And he's still using that trailer today. Of course, it's not going into Mexico anymore. While I was doing the other side, Bill Roberts called, and he's part of the other team that's coming, and they're in Charlotte, North Carolina, and their flight got bumped. Lizard. Their flight got bumped. Because I guess he from what I understood, there was some American airline employees that needed the seats, and they had to be somewhere to do their job, which understandably, but our other team, all 4 of them, their seats got bumped. So they're sitting in Charlotte waiting on a connection. So we'll see what happens. That means that they'll be here even later. They were supposed to arrive around 6:30 in Brownsville, so it means they'll be even later tonight. We'll see what happens. We're walking to the van in the dark. I'm gonna head to Brownsville Airport to pick up the other part of the team. They just flew in, or they're supposed to land at 10:30. They had a late start because their flight got bumped. The door for Jessica, that handle's broke over there. That's one thing we have not fixed. Here we are at the Brownsville South Padre Island International Airport, waiting on the crew. I see those guys in there. I guess they're waiting on baggage that got checked. Man, what took y'all so long?
Shoot us, please. Somebody shoot us.
Huh?
We're glad to be here.
What in the world took y'all so long?
I'm telling you, we've been sitting around American Airlines all day. We got stories.
Cody, why you gotta cause trouble everywhere you go, huh? Throw everything in the back of the this van. Is number two team, second team, first day for them, seventh.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
Oh my gosh.
You're kidding. Oh my Lord of mercy. Jessica.
Did you think it was real?
I thought it was real, and then I thought, man, she's no.
Well, we didn't get the reaction we were hoping for, but anyway, Cody's cutting tennis balls to put on all the chairs, because the chairs kind of scraped this nice floor up. Is it working? He's got a dull razor, so that Dollar General didn't have any razors. And so yeah, team number 2, this is their first day.
18.
Rookies. And we've already been to Dollar General once. Bob, did you find your paper towels? And Bill's been spent all morning in the bathroom. I don't know what his issue is, but
Montezuma's revenge.
Montezuma's revenge. We hope not. We've had that before. All right. So I've been running back and forth with supplies all morning while Team 2 is cleaning these pods and stuff up back here. They're cleaning the kitchen today, and it was a mess. It really was. I've got the garbage can. Garbage can was emptied today. Trash service ran today, and the 2 garbage cans emptied. I'm bringing one back for them to throw garbage in, and here Bill Roberts is leaf blowing. Busy at it while the others clean kitchen and wash dishes. I think Bill prefers to be outdoors more. What do you say?
Ready for the last round.
You're going to be a YouTube star. YouTube famous. Yeah. Old Cody's been destroying tennis balls for 3 hours now.
Yep.
You got to do every chair?
Yeah. It's taking time to play tennis.
He's playing tennis.
Yeah.
I never knew he was a tennis player.
Yeah, I like to play tennis.
I think you don't like tennis. You destroying the balls.
Yeah, I'm like, nobody's gonna play.
Nobody's gonna play tennis.
Muestra el camino que debo seguir. Señor, por mi bien, yo quiero vivir un día a la vez. Un día a la vez, mi Cristo, es lo que pido de ti. Dame la fuerza para vivir un día a la vez. Ayer ya pasó, mi Cristo, mañana quizá no vendrá. Ayúdame hoy, yo quiero vivir un día a la vez. One day at a time,
Sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking from you. Lord, give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. Lord, help me today, show me the way, one day at a time.
one day at a time. Amen.
All right, so it's Tuesday. We've got the new group down there, or not the new group, but group 2, I call them. We're down there working on the cleaning up the homes. Jessica and I have been working on this Woody, and we got it running. Had to take the carburetor apart on it and do a little bit of work inside the carburetor and put a fuel pressure regulator on it. It was getting too much fuel to it. Seems to be running good. This whole thing is a 1948, if I'm not mistaken, and it is sitting on a Ford Ranger chassis. And they really enjoy this truck. They use it a lot to when they go pick people up from the airport. It's just a nice, unique vehicle to do that with, and it's a good ministry tool. These old cars, you know, you might think we're just playing, but these old cars are good ministry tools. I'm telling you, everywhere that we've driven this week in that old 66 Chevrolet, somebody has stopped and talked to us and wanted to talk about the truck. And, you know, usually you can't get the time of day from people. But if you're in something like this, they want to talk, and you can use it as a witnessing tool. You can use it to share your testimony, all kind of things. So, you know, don't think that these are just play toys. These are ministry tools. All right, just the beginning of day 9. Actually, we've already done a little bit of work. Jack and Aberdeen are out getting books again. And Cody and I are tearing the AC unit out of their pantry that is no longer used, trying to open up a little more room in here. They use a mini split now. We've got to get this boot out and patch the ceiling. Cody's doing what he does. Cleaning up. The other part of the group is down in the retreat center still. They got all the homes cleaned and they're just doing some groundwork today. Where's our ladder at? All right, that fountain's been dry all week. Bill got it filled up this morning and got it turned on. Really nice. John is raking. And everybody's busy. Bob's pushing a wheelbarrow. Cody, this is not a sliding board.
You could slide really good.
You could, but don't. Okay, so we did get the AC unit removed. We got the hole patched, and that ought to serve them well with the extra room. Got a bunch of bees up here. I'm getting ready to douse with Raid. Hopefully this is going to work. Hopefully the wind don't blow it back on me.
Here we go. Oh yeah. Nice.
Bill's painting signs or painting rocks or
Trying to.
reprinting them.
Repainting. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be. Oh. About that. No, my foot.
Oh, that's all right. That's good. I'll make sure that gets in the video. Give the people a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, I'm not working on my knees now.
Well, we never knew Bill was so
Not better.
artistic.
Autistic.
Yeah, we'll have to call him Bill Ross. He's painting happy little accidents. Hey, that was just a happy little accident where you knocked
That's
my
it.
phone over.
That's it.
This is a very special truck box here. Let me tell you the story. These are Gospel of John and Romans that are used for evangelism. This is about, I think we figure somewhere around 30,000 here, maybe 31,000. We average giving out about 60,000 a month. Somebody connected me up there with a printer down in South Carolina that was printing these. And I called him, and I had met him many years ago, and I talked with him about getting some of these Gospel of John and Romans, and he said, well, we don't print them down here anymore, we print them up in Pennsylvania. But he said, how many do you need? I said, I don't know, I'll get back with you. So I called one. He says, we need if we can get between 50 and 60,000 a month, we would love to have that number. So I called him back, and I said, yes, I said, I've got a number for you. I said, we need about 60,000 a month. And he says, we can do that. And then I said, well, now how much is it going to cost me? Because he says, we're making them in Pennsylvania, so now you got to ship them. This kind of thing right here, that's 2 pallets every month. Got to ship them down here. And I said, now how much is it going to cost me? And he said, well, you're still doing mission work, aren't you? And I said, yeah, still doing it. He said, well, everything's covered. But he says, I'll put them down there. I'll put you 2 pallets every month over here in a town about 50 miles west of here. They have a forklift and we don't have a forklift. So when they come in on a big truck, I don't know who delivers them or how that works, but they come into this place over there that has a forklift and he offloads them and saves them for us. And so that's our source on them. One of my former teenagers called me, and he was living out in West Texas in the oil fields. And we were just talking, and he says, you want to buy a trailer? I said, no. And then we talking a little more about conversation and other things. And then I said, well, what kind of trailer is it? He says, it's a cargo trailer, 16-foot box trailer. And said the oil fields are down right now. They're not doing it much, and there's a lot of them for sale. He said, so I said, how much is it? He said, $2,000. I said, not interested. So then we talked a little more, and he says, well, would you take it for $1,000 and I'll deliver it? That's 700 miles from here. I said, I'll take it. I mean, what could I buy? A storage, all we need is a storage room, but what could I buy for $1,000? So he brought it down here. By November, the first part of November, he brought the trailer down here. Our stuff is still sitting over there in this warehouse, and these guys, he brought it over here and he had to leave, so they're here, set in the yard, and some men came down from Tennessee bringing a van down for a church over in Mexico, and they delivered the van, and they said, now, is there anything else you need? I said, well, there is. I said, we need to set this van, take the wheels off of this thing and jack it up and put it on blocks, and we're going to use it for storage room. So they jacked it up, put it on blocks, and then they said, well, is there anything else they're going to fly out the next day? So I said, anything else you need? I said, well, there is. We need to fill it up. So they went over. We took 2 trucks and trailers and go over here to get all these things and filled it up. And that was in the first part of December, and it has never been empty since then. It just keeps every month we do. And it's really something how the Lord has sent these things into us, and we haven't even had to unload them. Now, if Ivadine and I had to unload this package here, the shape we're in, it'd take us, well, the shape I'm in, now she's in good shape, but it'd take us probably about 3 or 4 days to do a little bit at a time every day just to get it in there. But every time we've needed them, I go pick up a load, and it seems like invariably somebody, this has been going on for 2 years, somebody comes by, says, is there anything you need? I said, well, yeah, we need to unload a pallet of scriptures. So this box has no keys. It's open and unlocked all the time. Pastors know how to get in. They come here and load them up and haul them out, and it's just, this is God's trailer. And you look at that old black box and you think, that's just, sitting there on blocks, and it's not anything, but it is something. It's special because now we don't want a big warehouse. We want this stuff to keep moving. It's not about saving it up. It doesn't do any good sitting in that box. What it does good is get them out every place. And so every month they just keep coming in and going out. And so this is part of a special thing at God's little warehouse.
We're headed to see the border wall and to South Padre Island to, man, look at that old Jeep out there. Anyway, South Padre Island to eat fish and then to church. So here we are at the border wall. This is the Mexican border. Cody's gonna climb it.
So they put it on this side. You could climb it really.
Oh yeah, I could climb that all day long.
Yeah. But on the other side,
added onto it now. Put about another 6 feet up here.
Yeah. Jessica's going to go to Mexico. Yep, there she is. She's in Mexico right now. In Mexico right now. Well, that's a pretty straight wall. That fall you took earlier, I believe 100% you could get to the top and just drop.
yeah.
Cody at the border wall.
Border wall.
You need to bring your youth down here.
Yeah.
You got any? Here we are on the Gulf of America. That's what we're calling it this week. This is South Padre Island coastline. First time ever being on this side of the Gulf. Nope, can't say that. I did go to this side of the Gulf, but in Mexico, not from Texas. This is South Padre Island.
All the day long, this is my story, this is my song.
Ugh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're sitting here at the airport. Our missions trip is over. We're heading home. The rest of the group has one more day. They'll fly home tomorrow. You ready to go home? What'd you say you was gonna do?
Go to sleep.
Sleep? We're sleepy. Well, we made it to Dallas. A little more time to spare between flights this time. I think we're safe. As soon as we can get on this flight, we'll be on the way to Charlotte. It'll be nice to get home finally. Here comes old Brent Russell coming in to pick us up. Oh yeah. Oh, there's my buddy Brent. Huh? I almost got a big a beard as you.